Good morning, children. Welcome to Enunciate Academy. Today I am going to explain shape of the Earth and gravitation. Okay, do you have this concept in your academic year? In EVS. Hanish, Praneeth, Purushottam. Good morning to all. Okay, very good, Hanish. Praneeth and Purushottam, you don't have this concept. Okay. Earth was 4.7 million years ago. What is the age of Earth? Okay, for example, you have a 8 years old. Like that, Earth is also 4.7 million years ago, origin. Okay, Earth was origin 4.7 million years ago. Okay, Earth rotates west to east on its axis. This is middle of the line, that is axis. Earth rotates from west to east. West rotates on its axis west to east direction, this direction. Okay, west and east. Okay, Earth rotates on its axis. Axis means center of the Earth. Okay, so Earth rotates on its axis west to east direction. Okay, children. The shape of the Earth, it is planted at the top of the Earth and bulging at the middle. Okay, this top of the Earth has a flattened shape and middle of the or center of the Earth has a bulged shape. So this shape is known as a geoid shape. Earth is not a circle shape and Earth is not a sphere shape. What is the shape of the Earth? Earth has a geoid shape because of, okay, due to the rotation, the Earth on its axis, the matter of the Earth gets accumulated near the equator and gives the Earth the shape of the geoid. Okay, why the Earth has a geoid shape? Because of the Earth rotation on its axis, the matter of the Earth, the mass of the Earth gets near the equator. That's why in middle of the Earth, bulging shape occurred and top of the Earth, flattened shape is occurred. Okay, so the shape of the Earth is geoid shape. Do you understand? Okay, this is look like a bulging and this is look like a flattened because of Earth rotates on its axis from west to east direction because of the Earth has a geoid shape. Okay, please raise your hand, children. Do you understand or not? Please raise your hands, Praneeth, Hanish, Purushottam. Very good, Purushottam. Very good, Hanish, Praneeth. Very good, very good. Okay. The next point is latitudes. Do you know latitudes? Do you know latitudes? Okay. The imaginary lines which are drawn horizontally in the east to west direction on the earth, the lines are parallel of latitudes. Means these are the imaginary lines. The latitudes are imaginary lines, not real lines. Okay. These lines draw horizontally. This is shape horizontally shaped. These are lines drawn on earth horizontally in the direction east to west. Okay. Each latitude parallel to each other. Okay. Each latitude has parallel to each other. Parallel to each other. Okay. These are the latitudes. The 0-degree latitude which divides earth into two halves is known as equator. What we call 0-degree latitude is equator. This is equator. This is equator, middle of the earth. Okay. This divides earth into two parts. Okay. This one is northern hemisphere. This one is southern hemisphere. Okay. Do you understand this point? Please raise your hand, children. Very good. Okay. The next point is Equator is the longest of all lines of the latitudes, hence it is known as a great circle. Okay, equator has a largest circle compared to the remaining latitudes. Equator is the largest circle. Okay, and total there are 181 latitudes. How many latitudes on Earth? There are total 181 latitudes. Okay. In northern hemisphere, 90 latitudes. In southern hemisphere has 90 latitudes. And middle of the and great circle 1. Totally 181 latitudes are Earth. These are the imaginary lines. These are parallel to each other. These are drawn horizontally from east to west direction. Okay. How many latitudes on Earth? Please tell me. Please type your answer in your chat box. Okay, very good. Okay. The next one is the area of the Earth. The area of the Earth between the equator to North Pole is called Northern Hemisphere. Okay. This is Northern Hemisphere. The area of Earth between equator and North Pole is called as Northern Hemisphere. This one, Northern Hemisphere. Okay. The area of the Earth between the equator to South Pole is called Southern Hemisphere. Okay. This is Southern Hemisphere. The area between the equator and South Pole is called as a Southern Hemisphere. Do you have clarity about this point? This one is Northern Hemisphere. This one is Southern Hemisphere. Okay. Difference between two latitudes is 15 degree. Okay. Difference between two latitude is 15 degree. Each latitude. What is the difference between each latitude? 15 degree. Okay. These two latitudes difference is 15 degree. These two latitudes difference 15 degree. These two latitudes difference is 15 degree. These two latitudes difference is 15 degree. Okay. So each latitude has a difference 15 degree. The next point is Tropic of Cancer. Where it is located? It has a 23.5 degree in Northern Hemisphere. Okay. This is 23.5 Northern Hemisphere latitudes called as Tropic of Cancer. This is Tropic of Cancer located in Northern Hemisphere. This is 23.5 latitude. Okay. What is the 23.5 Northern latitude? That is Tropic of Cancer. Okay. The next point is the Tropic of Capricorn. This is Tropic of Capricorn. Please see this picture. Okay. 23.5 degree in Southern Hemisphere. That latitude known as a Tropic of Capricorn. Okay. 23.5 Northern latitude is Tropic of Cancer and 23.5 Southern latitude is Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, do you understand? Please raise your hands, children. Please raise your hands. Very good, Hanish, Purushottam, Bhargav Sai. Very good. Very good. The next point is Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree north of the equator. Where is the Arctic Circle? Where is the Arctic Circle? This latitude is Arctic Circle located in 66.5 Northern Hemisphere. Okay, 66.5 Northern latitude known as a Arctic Circle. This is Arctic Circle located in Northern Hemisphere. Okay, the other circle is Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degree south of the equator. Okay, where is the Antarctic Circle? Here is the Antarctic Circle. It has a 66.5 southern latitude. It is located at Southern Hemisphere. Okay, so now we learned about Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. These are the latitudes on Earth. And another imaginary lines are longitudes. Okay, these are the latitudes, these are the longitudes. Okay, the imaginary lines drawn vertically. Okay, vertically connecting the North Pole and South Pole. Please see this picture. Okay, these are the vertical lines connect between North Pole and South Pole. Okay, these are the lines are called longitudes. 0-degree line of longitude is called the prime meridian or Greenwich meridian. This is 0-degree longitude, also known as a prime meridian or Greenwich meridian. This one is 0-degree latitude called as prime meridian and Greenwich meridian. This one is equator. Okay, this one is equator. And the next point is there are 180 lines of the longitude towards the east and west from the prime meridian. So there are 360 lines of longitudes. How many longitudes on Earth? There are 360 longitudes. 180 on east of the prime meridian, 180 longitudes west of the prime meridian. So totally 360 longitudes are here. Do you understand? 180 longitudes east of the prime meridian, 180 longitudes west of the prime meridian. So totally how many longitudes on Earth? Totally 360 longitudes on Earth surface. Okay, these are also imaginary lines. The center of the longitude is known as a prime meridian or Greenwich meridian or 0-degree latitude. Okay, these are drawn vertically from the North Pole to South Pole. Do you understand these points? Please raise your hand, children. Bhargav Sai, Nagarjuna, Padma, Praneeth, Purushottam. Okay, Hanish, Joshika. Very good, children. Okay. The next point is 0-degree latitude, Greenwich meridian or prime meridian. Okay. 0-degree longitude also known as a Greenwich meridian or prime meridian. Okay. Now, let us explain interior of the Earth. Okay, interior of the Earth. This is interior of Earth. Please see this picture. Interior of the Earth composed of many minerals like silicon, nickel, copper, iron, magnesium, aluminium. Okay, these are the minerals, both in solid and liquid state. Okay, so interior of the Earth composed of many minerals. These are in solid state and liquid state also. Okay, these minerals available to us in solid state and liquid state also. Okay, the temperature in general increases the rate of the 1 degree centigrade for every 32 meters toward the Earth interior. For example, we go to Earth interior. Okay, the temperature is increased. The temperature will be increased every 32 meters. Okay, we go to Earth interior. The temperature is increased. Okay, every 32 meters. The Earth interior can be divided into how many layers? 4 layers. Top layer is crust, another layer is mantle, and another layer is outer core, and 4th layer is inner core. Okay, this is crust. Okay, this is crust, and this one is mantle, this one is outer core, and this one is inner core. Okay, totally the Earth has a 4 interior layers: crust and mantle and outer core and inner core. Okay, those are the interior lines. And the first one is, the first layer is the crust. The crust comprises two distinct parts. Okay, we can divide it into crust into two parts. What are the two parts? Continental crust. The one is continental crust. It formed with the granite rocks. Okay, it will formed with the granite rocks and main minerals in continental crust: silica plus aluminium. What are the main minerals in continental crust? There are silica and aluminium are the main minerals of continental crust. Another crust is oceanic crust. Okay, another crust is oceanic crust. Oceanic crust means ocean bed. Ocean bed is the we call as a oceanic crust. Okay, it comprises silica plus magnesium. What are the main components of oceanic crust, children? Silica plus magnesium are the major components of oceanic crust. Okay, so crust is one layer, interior layer of the earth. We can divide it into two parts. First one is continental crust and another one is oceanic crust. And continental crust formed with granite rocks and major components are silica plus aluminum. Okay, and the crust is oceanic crust. Oceanic crust means ocean bed. Okay, under the ocean, oceanic bed called as a oceanic crust. It comprises silica plus magnesium elements. Okay, do you understand until now? This one is crust. And boundary between the upper crust and lower crust is termed as the Conrad boundary. Okay, upper crust and what is the boundary between upper crust and lower crust? The boundary is Conrad boundary. Okay, Conrad boundary. Okay, the second layer is mantle. Second interior layer is mantle. It is composed of silica, magnesium and iron. What are the major components of mantle? Mantle composed of silica, magnesium and iron. Okay, it is in solid state. Okay, mantle is in solid state layer. It extends for about 2,900 kilometers. Okay, what is this length of the mantle? 2,900 kilometers from the earth surface. From the earth surface. And the next layer is core. It is extended from 2,900 kilometers to 6,370 kilometers from the earth surface. Okay, what is the length of the core? 6,370 kilometers from earth surface. Okay, the core forms the center of the earth. Where is the core? Center of the, it is located at center of the earth. Okay, the core located at center of the earth. The next point is, do you understand, children, until now? Please listen carefully. Very good, Padma. Silicon. Okay. Silicon, silica, these are the same terms. Okay. The core has two parts, namely the outer core and inner core. Okay. We also divide it into core, two parts. What are those parts? Outer core and inner core. Okay. The outer core and inner core are separated by the Lehman discontinuity. What is the boundary between inner core and outer core? The boundary between inner core and outer core is Lehman discontinuity. What is the boundary between upper crust and lower crust? Conrad boundary. That's like, what is the boundary between outer core and inner core is Lehman discontinuity. Okay, do you understand? The core is consists of a nickel plus iron elements. What are the major elements in core? Nickel plus iron. Nickel and iron are the major components in core. This is earth core, inner core, this is outer core, and this is earth mantle. This one is crust. Outer layer is crust. Okay. What are the components of Earth? Everything in the Earth system can be placed into one of four major subsystems. In land and water, living things are air. These four subsystems are called spheres. Okay, Earth has a four subsystems. What are the four subsystems? Land area, water area, and living things and air. Okay, these are the four subsystems on Earth's surface. That's why we can divide it into four spheres. Okay, those are the lithosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, and atmosphere. Okay. There are lithosphere, okay, land, hydrosphere, water, biosphere has a living stone things, and atmosphere has a air. Okay, what are the substance or these subsystems of the lithosphere? Land, okay, and hydrosphere, water, biosphere has a living stone things, and atmosphere has a air. Okay, the first sphere is lithosphere. Okay, the first sphere is lithosphere. The surface area, crust of the earth is called the lithosphere. Okay, the surface area. What is the surface area on earth is known as a lithosphere. It is generally covered by soil and rocks. So, what are the main components of lithosphere? There are soil and rocks are main components of lithosphere. Okay, these two, soil and rocks, form lithosphere. And general function of lithosphere, it is rigid hands. What is the function of lithosphere? It gives rigid hands to the earth and also provides the shape of the earth. Okay, lithosphere gives to the rigidness to the earth and shape to the earth. Okay, these are the two functions of lithosphere. And the next sphere is hydrosphere. Okay, the next sphere is hydrosphere. Hydrospheres, the total amount of water on planet. The hydrosphere includes water that is on the surface of the planet. Okay, what are the water bodies existing in our Earth's surface? Okay, those environment, those water bodies are called hydrosphere. Okay, in water existed in underground water, in the air. Okay, the planet's hydrosphere can be in liquid states. Okay, the planet's hydrosphere can available in liquid state and vapor state and solid state. Okay, solid state means ice form. Gaseous form means vapor. Okay, liquid state means water. Okay, water existed in three states. The first one is liquid state, second one is vapor state, vapor means gaseous state, third one is solid state means ice. Okay, on earth liquid water exists on the surface in the forms of oceans, lakes and rivers. Okay, in our earth water existed in oceans, lakes and rivers. Okay, the next sphere is biosphere. The third one is biosphere. Is the made up of the part of the earth where the life exists. Where the life exists, that sphere is known as biosphere. Where is the life exist? Life means you and me, animals, birds, plants. So where is the life exist? That sphere is known as biosphere. Okay. The biosphere extends from the deepest root systems of the trees to dark environment of the ocean trenches. Okay, where is the biosphere exist? Biosphere is exist. Okay, from the deepest root of the plant to dark environment of the ocean trenches. Okay, to lush rainforest and high mountain tops also the bio is exist. Bio means jeevam. Okay, bio means jeevam. You and me also bio. Okay, bio existed in root system of the trees and dark environment of the ocean trenches and lush green forest areas and high mountain tops also bio exist. Okay, where is the life exist? The sphere is known as a biosphere. Do you understand or not? Please raise your hand, children. Okay, very good. Bhargav Sai, Hanish, Joshika, very good. Let us explain another sphere of the earth. Okay, that one is atmosphere. It is made of a layers of gases. For example, hydrogen, helium, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, argon. Okay, these are the different gases. Okay, gases surrounding the planet or other celestial body. Okay, Earth atmosphere is composed of 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, 0.0% is argon, and 0.003% carbon dioxide, and remaining 1% other gases. Okay, where is the air existed? That is called as atmosphere. Okay, where is the air existed? Air means gases are existed. That sphere is known as atmosphere. What is the major components in atmosphere? There are nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, 0.01% is argon, and fourth one is 0.03% of carbon dioxide, and remaining 1% is other gases existed in our atmosphere. Okay, do you understand? About fourth sphere is atmosphere. Do you understand or not? Please raise your hands, children. Very good. Bhargav Sai and Yoshika. Okay. Now let us explain gravitational force. What is gravitational force? Do you have any idea about gravitational force? Hanish, Bhargav Sai, do you have any idea about gravitational force? Joshika. Okay, Anita, Nagarjuna, Jogarao. Okay. According to the Newton's universal law of gravitation, the force of the attraction between any two bodies is directly proportional to the product of their masses and is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay, means gravitational. Who derived gravitational force? Isaac Newton derives gravitational force. Okay, what tells gravitational force? Gravitational force between attraction between two bodies. These are the two bodies. Okay, attraction. What are the attraction force between two bodies? Okay, what is the attraction force between two bodies? That force is known as the gravitational force. Okay, that force is known as the gravitational force. This gravitational force is directly proportional to the mass of product of mass of these bodies and indirectly proportional to the square of distance between two bodies. Okay, do you understand? So please see this picture. These are the two bodies in our universe. Okay. Between two bodies, the attraction forces exist. The attraction force of these two bodies is known as a gravitational force. Okay. The gravitational force is F. This is gravitational force F. Okay. This body has a m1 mass and this one has a m2 mass. So the gravitational force is directly proportional to the product of. Product means multiplication of m1 and m2. Okay. If the m1 and m2 have a high value, okay, there is a high gravitation. If the m1 and m2 is a low value, there is a low gravitational force. Do you understand? That is the directly proportional. What is the inversely proportional? This is inversely proportional. The gravitational force is inversely proportional to the square root of distance. If the two bodies have a long distance, okay, there is a less gravitational force. If the two bodies have a less distance, okay, short distance, here is a high gravitational force. Do you understand? This is the inverse proportional law. Okay. Here is a two bodies existed in a long distance. Okay. There is a less gravitational force. For example, you bring two bodies in shortest distance. The gravitational force is, how is the gravitational force? Gravitational force is high. Okay. So this is the inversely proportional square law. And another one, according to Newton's law of gravitation, every particle in our universe attracts every other particle with the force whose magnitude is, okay, what is the gravitational force? It is tells also every body attracts another body in our universe. That force is known as a gravitational force according to the Newton's gravitational law. And it is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their center. Okay, this is the gravitational force directly proportional to the product of these bodies m1 and m2 and inversely proportional to the square of this distance. So r square. So f is equal to m1 and m2 by r square. This is g is a gravitational constant. Okay, don't fear about these concepts and we will discuss in further classes also. Okay, don't fear about. And what are the properties of gravitational force? There are 10 properties of gravitational force. The first one is the gravitational force is a long range force. This is a long range force, not shorter force. It has a long range force and which exists between the two particles. Okay, the gravitational force existed between two particles, between two bodies, between two planets. Okay, that is gravitational force. It is long range force and attraction force. Okay, and regardless of medium that separates them, okay, need not any medium for gravitational force. Okay, it need not any medium. For example, air, water, ether. Okay, gravitational force has a need not any medium for attraction each two bodies. And another property is the gravitational force is directly proportional to the product of the mass of the two bodies, and this means the larger mass will yield a larger force. For example, okay, between two larger bodies, okay, attract each other. Okay, here the gravitational force is very large. Okay, for example, I take a small bodies. Okay, here gravitational force is less. Okay, for example, I take a larger bodies. Okay, these two bodies attract each other with high gravitational force. So gravitational force existed in larger bodies. Has a high gravitational force, and lesser body objects have a less gravitational force. Okay. So this point is tells about that example. And the next one is the force obeys the inverse square law also. Okay, the force obeys the inverse square law. What is inverse square law? The force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay, the force is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. For example, the distance is increased, the gravitational force automatically decrease. Okay, if the distance is decreased, the gravitational force, how is the gravitational force? The gravitational force is high. If the decrease is increased, the gravitational force is decreased. Okay, this is inverse square law. Okay, the next point is on the surface of the earth, the gravitational force produces the constant acceleration. What is the gravitational value? 9.8 meter per second square. This is the constant gravitational value, G equal to 9.8 meter per second square. What are the units of gravitational value? Meter per second square. And the fifth point is gravitational force always acts as a force of attraction and it tries to pull masses together. It never pushes them apart. Okay, gravitational force is nothing but attraction force. Okay, this force is always pull to each other. Okay, not to push each other. Okay, this force is always attracted to each other, pull to each other. This is a pull force, not a push force. Okay, do you understand, children? This is the attractive force, not repulsive force. Please raise your hands, children. Very good. Praneeth, Bhargav Sai, Jogara, Joshika. Okay. And the next point is, it is independent of the intervening medium. Okay, it is not dependent on any medium. Any medium like water, gas, okay, and ether. So, the gravitational force is the independent force, not dependent on any medium. Okay, that is tells about this point. And the next property is gravitational force is weakest of four fundamental forces. Okay, there are four fundamental forces. What are those fundamental forces? Electric force, magnetic force, electromagnetic force, nuclear force, and gravitational force. Okay, so gravitational force is very weakest force than these four forces. Okay, this is very weakest force. Then the nuclear force, electric force, electromagnetic force, and a magnetic force. Okay, and another property is it acts along the line joining the center of the two bodies. Therefore, it is called the central force. Okay, gravitational force is also called as a central force because of it acts along the joints, the center of the two objects. Okay, it acts between the center of the two bodies, okay, that's why it is also called as a central force. Okay, gravitational force is also called as a central force because of it acts center of these two bodies. And the ninth property is gravitational force is directly proportional to the weight. Okay, if the weight of the body is high, the gravitational force is also high. If the weight of any body is less or decreased, the gravitational force is also decreased. Okay, and the next one is gravitational force acts even when the objects are not touched. Okay, gravitational force is exist even the two bodies not touch. Okay, and for example, in your system and you exist some gravitational force. Okay, unless you not touch. Okay, so the gravitational forces exist when the objects are not touched. Okay, if the objects have some distance, then also the gravitational forces exist. Okay, This is tells about this point. Do you understand or not, children? Please tell me. What is the formula of gravitational force? F is equal to G into M1 and M2 by R square. Here G is equal to gravitational constant. M is equal to mass of the one object. Another M is equal to mass of the another object. And R is equal to distance between these two bodies. So here gravitational force is equal to G into M1 and M2 by R square. Okay, do you understand or not? Please raise your hand, children. Don't fear about this topic, and we will discuss in further classes also. Praneeth, Bhargav Sai, Joshika, Anita, Nagarjuna, Jogara, Padma. Do you understand? Please raise your hands once. Very good, Joshika. Very good, Bhargav Sai. Okay. Praneeth, very good. Okay. Do you have any doubts? Children, do you have any doubts? Please tell me. Do you have any doubts? Please, you chart on the chart box. Okay. You have a chart box bottom of your screen. Okay. Very good. Okay. I end this session. Okay. Tomorrow we will see with another new topic. Thank you to all. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day. Jai Hind.